Hey, it's Mark with another Super Bowler Smash Attack video, and today we have another Center Town Hall Ring Base. And this ring base has two layers instead of one that some ring bases have. And Super Bowlers do usually do pretty well against ring bases because they're able to make the funnels so good. And yeah, so first things first, let's look to see where it would make sense to put the Flinger and the Warden. Expos are all in the center. They're all air expos, so that helps out. They shouldn't be a problem for anybody. And the smash attack should be able to go in and take care of them. The entry should not be a problem. And so how about the mortars? There's a couple of mortars over here, and there's one mortar up here, and there's one mortar down below. There's no mortars over on the 9 o'clock side, but there is the monolith. So the monolith is a little bit problematic. Plus, attacking from that side would mean going for the clan castle sooner. I usually like to wait to do the clan castle a little bit later. It might not matter because that clan castle is pretty central. But yeah, I do typically try to wait to get those troops to come out of that clan castle until I know the entry is sort of handled. But yeah, it probably wouldn't really matter, really. And yeah, so for the Flinger, I probably wouldn't do 3 o'clock if I don't have to because of the two inner mortars. So I probably wouldn't do the Flinger there, and I probably won't do the Flinger at 9 because of that monolith. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good, be able to clear this ring. I'd have to clear all these buildings to get that second layer of the ring funneled. So that's probably not a good idea. And from the 6 o'clock side, that would be a possibility, actually. There's the one mortar, just like there is at the top. So 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock they're looking pretty similar. One thing about, I guess, one small difference with 6 o'clock is there is this battle builder. And that battle builder might end up, that hut might end up going down just due to residual damage to the defenses when they go down. But it is one more building that has to go down to make the clean funnel. So 12 o'clock could be a little bit easier from that perspective. And so the Warden could go, yeah, at 3 o'clock, probably in either case. So that really looks like kind of the game plan. So, one of the things that I think about too when I come across these ring bases where it's completely walled off on the outside. So the Flinger is going to come in at 12, and this is completely walled off here. There's no openings. Sometimes in these ring bases there might actually be openings in the corner, and then it's not a problem. But when there aren't any openings, then the Yeti or the Yetis that are used to help kind of clear some buildings and just tank and pull traps for the Flame Flinger, they can't get into the base. They're gonna, even just well, I don't know if that archer tower will be able to actually reach the Yeti or not. But even if there's no defense that can reach the Yeti will the Yeti will take forever to get through those max walls. It's just not going to happen. And so sometimes I will super wallbreak that corner so I can get the Yetis to go in and and do a little bit better, you know, tanking and clearing buildings. I can get some more value out of the Yeti than just having it, you know, banging away at a wall. But if I'm doing a Legends attack, I just have the Super Wallbreak, and that creates a problem for me on the entry. Then, you know, now how am I gonna get into how am I gonna enter? And when the king has the yak on him, then I really can use the yak to punch through that outer wall. And when the wall is that long, I don't have to worry about the king, you know, wanting to walk all the way down to the corner where I broke in. The king is going to want to just break in the same spot, basically, is where the yak is going to bust through. But you know, right now I'm using the Phoenix on the king, so that's not an option. And so if I do use a Super Wallbreak on the corner, it means I probably will use a jump on the entry, like put a jump on the wizard tower, and then I would end up jumping to get into the core. Probably, you know, if I can help it, you know, if I can get the troops to avoid pathing over the poison bomb, you know, it's kind of nice. I don't know if it matters a whole lot where that jump goes. I haven't really noticed, I guess, the difference, but sometimes just making myself feel good, I might put the jump, say, on this scattershot, so it's a little bit off from the town hall a bit. And, you know, super bowlers and the army will kind of come in there and start knocking buildings down. And then maybe they'll take out the town hall as a part of collateral damage, and they'll circle around the town hall instead of going right through it. I don't know that it really, yeah, like I said, that it really matters, but you know, sometimes I do that just thinking, well, maybe it helps. But that's kind of the idea. Yeah, and the other thing on this base, which I don't know if I noticed this on the Legends attack or not, but there is a little opening over by in between the eagle and the monolith. So there is a bit of an exit there for troops, and there is an exit here, you know, where this wizard tower is, and it's open on this corner. So, you know, the base does have some openings in it, so that the troops are they're not as likely to get hung up on walls, making the jump spell not as important to exit the center. And yeah, so that's kind of the idea. Let's see what actually took place. So yeah, there's a Yeti, and it's out of range of that archer tower. And the Flame Flinger there's a Super Wallbreak. I'm like, let's get the Yeti in there to help clear some buildings. And the Warden is working away on his side, and so I'll be looking to get, you know, ideally a couple of buildings off of the corner on either side to help with the funnel. And I put the Yeti down on top because the mortar needed to be tanked, and it's enough. The Yeti's in range of the mortar. He's probably starting to get out of range though, so I want him to go down quick. There, he just went down in time. And look at that funnel. I mean, just 4 buildings, everybody's going to march right in. The jump to enter, king to pull the Warden. Here comes the headhunter for the queen and for the king over there, possibly. The CC troops come out, Lava Hound and the Super Loons. There are the lava pups. Poison them. The queen usually needs to take out the lava pups. Down comes the RC, opposite side of the Flame Flinger, as usual. And this base is just is just getting crushed. The super bowlers are being kept alive by the healers. The skeleton spell goes down. Look at the Flame Flinger. The Flame Flinger is coming down for cleanup. I put a couple loons kind of off, the loons off from where that the air defense was, so the loons could stay alive. And look at the look at the flinger is gonna help take out the archer tower. It's so deep into the base. That's unusual. That doesn't happen very often. But so many troops left. Yetis are still kind of banging at a wall there, but there's no chance. This base is just absolutely crushed. And swag freeze on top of it. So Super Bowler Smash against ring bases, really effective. Give it a try.